Congress is demanding answers from federal regulators about the Bernard Madoff scandal as more and more alleged schemes are being uncovered every day. Angry senators grilled regulators, including the enforcement chief of the Securities and Exchange Commission, over the failure to uncover Bernard Madoff's alleged $50 billion investment fraud scheme.
Word was out on this guy. How does the SEC avoid not reacting to this?
What they are reacting to is an alarming number of so-called mini Madoffs popping up all over the country. In Tampa, Florida, hedge fund manager Arthur Nadel surrendered to authorities after 2 weeks on the run. Authorities say he overstated the value of investments in 6 funds by roughly $300 million. In Long Island, New York, Nicholas Cosmo is charged with cheating some 1,500 investors out of tens of millions of dollars.
I'm very worried that it's not going to pay out.
How much do you have?
About $250,000.
In both cases, prosecutors say thousands of new investors lost millions of dollars. We're joined by Mark Restivo, who says that he lost $200,000 in the Nicholas Cosmo alleged scam. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
$200,000. Your life savings?
Pretty much.
Everything.
I was going to pay my house off.
You had plans for this money, so when you heard about the Bernard Madoff scandal, you immediately called to make sure that your money was okay, right?
I went to Agape World in Hauppauge on Monday asking just for answers. And when the brokers just passed us, I was left hanging for no. It just left me hanging. It's a horrible feeling.
What did they say?
Nothing. Just walked right by me.
When did you know that you had lost all your money?
That day. That day. That was when my American dream and many other investors, and I'm here today to speak on all those investors that can't be here today. And I could tell them that we're going to fight. We must band together and do what we need to do with the government, the FBI, whoever else is involved in this.
You have all the paperwork here. We were looking at it. There were no warning signs. All of this, all the contracts, all the paperwork, it all looked
Correct.
Legit. He was recommended by friends. In retrospect, are there any warning signs you should have seen?
No, everything looked legit. I was brought in by a friend. That's how everything happened with Agape World. One friend brings in another. You trust that friend. He's making money. You see the cash rolling in. And then a few months later, you get your check. Or you could roll it over. But it's very deceptive.
So how can we learn from this?
I guess the more people speak on this, and the more people become aware. But let me tell you what each investor, including myself today, it's a crippling feeling to lose your life savings. It's a crippling feeling to know that one day you're in control of your money, and now you have to ask some person, some convicted felon, for money. And he says to me, no, I don't have your money. Where is it? And we're left hanging.
You say convicted felon because?
He was already convicted of a similar crime back in 1999.
And you didn't know this?
No, not until I had my money invested. And then I thought, let's give this guy a second chance. Let's give America a second chance, all these people. And it turned out to be a fraud.
Are you soured by the whole thing? Do you think that there's no legitimate way to invest your money in America?
I'm at a grieving point right now in my life. It's a death, a dying of a death, of something, of many dreams that could have been fulfilled with all that money.
How would you do it differently?
I would have put it right into my house, pay off my mortgage. And now I have to set me back a couple of years, more so.
If you could see him today, what would you say to him?
I got 4 words for you, Nicholas Cosmo. Show me the money. Show us all the money. Show every investor. Hardworking Americans, especially in today's economy. You can't make up for this. There are people here in Long Island and across the country that have not been able to sleep, a sounding sleep for 8 hours. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in over a week.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for everything that you're going through.